Hi you guys, Margaret here. I wanted to show you one of my husband's absolute favorite appetizers, if you want to call it an appetizer. It's deviled eggs. My family loves them, and they're affordable and easy to make. They're a make-ahead thing, so there's no rush the day of the event. And I wanted to show you some of the tools that make these deviled eggs special and the best way to serve them. So let's just get started with the eggs themselves, you guys. After boiling them, whether you boil them, whether you put them in your pressure cooker, however you want to cook your eggs, whichever way you like to do it best, go for it. And then once they're boiled and cool, then you need to cut them in half and get the yolks out. And my favorite tool to do that with is the crinkle cutter. The crinkle cutter is perfect for cutting up any kind of vegetables, cheeses, all kinds of things, and you get this fun little crinkled edge. So I just cut them in half. It's a rocking motion. This is a little safer to use than a knife even, so my kids would use it when they were younger. And then it makes your egg have that fun little ruffle crinkle look. I'm gonna get rid of the yolks, put them here in the batter bowl, and get ready to mix them up. Now I'm pretty basic with my deviled eggs, you guys. I just put salt, pepper, mayonnaise, and a little dash of mustard. Nothing fancy. I love the mix and masher to mash them up. It just does it so fast and gets everything super fine. Okay, so now we need to, let me set these to the side. I did a bunch ahead, of course. I'll get rid of my crinkle cutter. And we're gonna serve them in the cool and serve, the large cool and serve tray, okay? We have lots of cool and serve products, and you'll see those in the next couple posts, okay? So we have bowls, we have different kinds of trays. They all basically work the same. There's a tray part of it that is got some blue ice in it, and you put this part in the freezer, okay? So the white part goes in the freezer, it gets frozen solid, and then it is your plate to keep things cold, ice cold, even on hot summer days. It'll keep things cold even in the sun 4 or 5 hours. So really fabulous when you're entertaining. So let me show you this tray. It really is so versatile. So one side of these cooling plates has divots for the deviled eggs, okay? The other side is flat. I'm gonna show you how it works. I've already got eggs in this one. I'm just gonna set it to the side for now before I put it all together. So the tray has a base. You put the plate in, pretend the other one's right here. And then if you want, you can use it as a veggie or fruit tray. So pretend that other plate is here. We've got all of our dividers. So this has got two big sections, two smaller, and then around here, I like to put like grape tomatoes in here, maybe some ranch dip in here, some cucumbers around here, maybe a bunch of, I don't know, carrots, baby carrots in here, some bell pepper slices. So oftentimes I don't do a lot of veggie trays, but we have salad all the time. So what I like to use this for on a regular weekly basis is I have my lettuce already in a separate container, and I make a mini salad bar out of this. So I'll put some of those ingredients that I just mentioned here. Maybe one side will have like some garbanzo beans in it, you know, more salad topping kind of things. And so then you can just, we help ourselves to it throughout the week. And each night when we're done using it, you just put the lid on and it goes right into the refrigerator. Now the cooling trays aren't so important for that function, what I just described to you. But if I was taking this out and leaving it out for a long time, that's what you need those cooling trays for. So you can use it without the dividers, and you could use them just straight on the cooling tray. Like if you wanted to put cold cuts or cheeses, that would keep things very, very cold. I even use this without the cooling trays or the inserts, and I use it a lot for pastries. Like I'll put a cake or a pie or cookies or muffins in here. You can transport 16 or more cupcakes in here. This is a great baked goods tray as well. So there are so many things to do with this. We're gonna do deviled eggs. So for the deviled eggs, I'm gonna put the plates in with the deviled egg divots up. I'm just gonna let this rest inside the lid like that. We're not gonna use the sections this divided sections. This is going in on this side. Probably should put it in first. Hang on, guys. I usually fill it after I've put it in. There we go. It just rests right there. This one's going in now. Now I made a dozen eggs. This one holds a dozen deviled eggs, so 24 halves. But I realized since I boiled these a couple days ago, somebody has been snacking on them. See, it's not a full tray, but that's okay. But this will hold that many, and I've done up to 18, and I just kind of set the extras in between all these other eggs. I love it because they're not sliding all over the place, easy to transport. Love, love, love the Cool and Serve trays. So think about the bowls for Cool and Serve. Those are perfect to hold dips you want to stay cold. There's a small one and a large one. You can do potato salad. You can do all kinds of things. Jello salad. You could make a trifle in one and keep it cold, and then maybe pull it out and have the see-through plastic part that holds the salad when you serve it, so that everybody can see how pretty the trifle is. We also have a rectangle tray, and it is fabulous for poke cakes. You know how you bake a cake, let it cool, and then you poke big holes in it and like pour Jello or pudding or sweetened condensed milk, and then put whipped cream on top. It's great for that kind of thing. We also have some icebox cake recipes. I'll post those. Those are so easy. You like layer Oreos and whipped cream and leave it in the fridge for a day, and you've got a cake. Seriously, it softens up the cookies. It's really crazy how it works. And then we have a small Cool and Serve that's similar to this one for smaller veggie trays. I love that for fruit trays. I love to make fruit dip. You guys, this is gonna sound like it's not very healthy, but man, it's so delicious and better than a big piece of cake. And that is, I take a brick of cream cheese and a cup of brown sugar and about half a teaspoon of vanilla, and that is the best fruit dip ever. Brick of cream cheese, cup of brown sugar, and a half a teaspoon of vanilla. Okay, you guys, I've got some mayo in there. I'm gonna just put a squirt. You can see I'm not really measuring anything. With these, I don't really. A little bit more mayo, I think that's good. And then my last tip for this, I gotta put some salt and pepper, is a decorator. So these, it's so easy and mess-free to use a decorator to pipe this into these wells of the eggs. Let me get this nice and smooth. All right, you guys, so I'm sure you can think of all kinds of reasons or ideas to use these Cool and Serve items with. They're perfect for entertaining, but they're also great just to have for when you are serving your family. Keep things cold on the table. I don't know about you guys, very seldom do all of us get to eat at the same time all the time. Okay, easy accent decorator. It comes with a variety of tips, about 6 of them. I just like this open star tip. I think it's the easiest and prettiest. You just unscrew the top. All of this is dishwasher safe, you guys. See, that pops out. You can put a different one in. This just opens up like that. This will actually screw off so that when you go to wash it, this just lays all in the top rack of the dishwasher. Put these in the little silverware thing. So anyway, but for now, let's fill it. So I just kind of push it down a little bit, take a smaller scraper and start filling it. And this is so easy. Pull it down a little bit, kind of suction cups. And I'd love to know if you have a deviled egg recipe that you really follow and not just eyeball it like I do. I've tried a few, but my husband keeps coming back to just the basic standard ones that I make. Okay, so let's get this cleaned off. I don't want to waste any of this yolk. All right, let's fill it the rest of the way up. This small spatula is perfect for pushing it further into that tube. Okay, I've got a little left in the bowl, but I'll deal with that later. That's good for now. Okay, you guys, put that on there. Now, can you imagine other things you can use this decorator for? Of course, whipped cream, frosting. I have used it for sour cream and just piped it right onto tacos. Get rid of that. All right, so let's do it for this. Set this in here. And then you just use this little tab with your thumb. So kind of get the air out first. Yep, there it goes. And then just start to fill. Super quick. There it is. And then I'm just gonna finish it off when I get all of them done with a little bit of all-purpose dill. Just a little, oh, this one's a new one. I had to replenish some spices here recently. So this just adds a little bit of color, tiny bit of flavor. I don't put much on. You could also top it with some, what do others? I've done paprika before. I've done a little bit of chives, just a little bit of dill. Oop, that's a little too much. Put it in my hand and just, there we go. That's way better. Okay, you guys. I'll just show you this half. Deviled eggs, perfectly staying cold in the cool and serve. Perfect for entertaining. You guys, have a great night.